Hi, my name is Diane Alzadi. I live here in San Diego. About 5 months ago, I was diagnosed with a parathyroid tumor. Normally, your parathyroid glands are located behind your thyroid glands. Mine was not in your typical situation there. Mine was located behind my first rib, below my collarbone. At that point, the doctors then told me here in San Diego that I would have to have more of an invasive procedure. Normally, it would take about a 3 to 4 inch incision across my neck, and also having a cardiac thoracic surgeon involved. So I then started looking on the internet, talking to friends and family, and came upon 2 names that were highly recommended, one on the East Coast and one here on the West Coast in Los Angeles. His name is Dr. Larian in LA, and I called him and his office there and wanted to talk to someone about having a non-invasive procedure done. After also looking on the internet, I had found out that Dr. Larian was trained at UCLA and also was working with Cedars-Sinai Hospital. Those credentials were important to me because I wanted somebody who was very knowledgeable and had done many of these procedures, since mine was not in your typical location. It would really call for someone who would needed more expertise. When I met with him, I was very calmed and felt very reassured that he was the doctor for me to do this procedure. Within 2 weeks, we booked the appointment for my surgery. It was an in and out procedure done at Cedars-Sinai. No problems, and as you can see, I've only got about an inch incision now on my parathyroid tumor that was taken out. And the other thing that I loved about Dr. Larian was that he also gave me a cell phone. I could reach him at any time, 24 hours a day, and which I did call him upon. There were some questions I had that were just normal after surgery that I wanted some questions answered, and he was right there. I got in contact with him immediately, so I was very happy with my outcome and with his whole staff, and especially with Dr. Larian. And I thank you very much. I was very happy with it.